Hello again, Million Dollar Dame. This is video number 2. We had our welcome video and now it is time to talk shop. It's time to set up your calendar. Even if you don't have your kit yet, this video is still for you because while you're waiting on your kit, you can get this done. We are going to start by talking about setting up your calendar, your launch party, your encore party, and your bestie party. Yes, girl, 3 parties, and actually we may just get you 6. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about how to do this. We're also going to tell you how to invite and how to get people to set good dates for you, okay? So calendar control is a big deal in a party business because you need to know when you're working. You need to be able to tell your family when you're working, babysitters, etc. You need to kind of know what's going on in your life, just like you would with any other job. So take a look at your calendar. I like to use Google Calendar. I don't know how well that's going to come across. Let's see. No, it's not going to show you. I use Google Calendar and I color code it. So if you're using a paper calendar, that's fine. If you're using an electronic one like me, totally awesome. So go through your calendar and look at what days you have obligations that repeat every week, and go ahead and mark those off or put the time slots in there, okay? Then I want you to think about when you would like to party. Now we have, and how often. We have women on the team that only do like 1 party a week. You know, I've got a girl that just does 1 party a week, and she just wants to get her hair cut and colored and nails and toes done, and that's what she does with her party money, and she does 4 parties a month. We call those hobbyists, and it's really important that you do at least 4 parties a month just to keep active and keep in practice. Otherwise you won't have that great of a party because you won't be used to doing them. So it's good to at least have 4. And you want to, if you're going to book 4 parties a month, you want to actually try to book 6 because 4 will hold. All right, and we'll get into that later. So then we have people that do like 2 to 3 parties a month. These are part-timers. Excuse me, 2 to 3 parties a week. They're part-timers, and they make anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 a month, guys. This money in this business is very real. I've been doing it full-time for 16 years. I've been at it for 18, making 6 figures at it for 14 of those years. So it is a real income, okay? So but you have to treat it like it's important, like it's a job. So if you want to do 2 to 3 parties a week, great. When are you going to do those? Do you want to do them on like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? Do you want to do, you know, Friday through Sunday? Do you want to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? Totally up to you. But what I want you to do is just go put like a little heart, little star, or color code. I put all my dates on my calendar that I'm willing to do a party. I go and I make them green, and I put open date, open date, open date, because I have an electronic calendar. Once I have a party set on that date, I put the hostess's name and I turn it purple, and that's how I know it is booked. So it gives me a good at a glance of when I have parties on my calendar. If you're using a regular paper calendar, no problem. You can highlight it, or you can put like a little heart, star, or whatever. But just know when you want to do parties and how many. Then we have full-timers. Full-timers do like anywhere from like 3 to 5, 7 parties a week. And that, you know, I do 3 to 4 parties a week, and they usually have a team, and those people are making anywhere from 5 to like, man, sky's the limit. We have a lady, I mean, you know, I make 6 figures, you know, in a month, maybe, you know, 10, 20,000. We have ladies who, there's a lady in the company, Dana Barish, who actually got $100,000 bonus check from Pure Women's Corporate. That was after her sales, by the way. This is not before her sales. And, you know, this year. So sky's the limit. Sky is the limit on what you can make at the full-time level. But what you want to do is make sure you're setting aside the time to do parties. The average party is going to take about 3 hours from the time you get there to the time you leave. So you want to make sure you factor in the drive time, factor in the 3 hours for the party, and you're good to go. So that's how you set up your calendar. Now I want you to pick 2 dates. If you just ordered your kit, or even if you didn't just order your kit, maybe you're just now getting around to watching training videos, that's okay. Go out about 2 weeks from today, and I want you to pick 2 dates right now. One of them is going to be your launch party and the other is going to be your encore party. Now these two parties, I want you to do them in the same week, and preferably one on a weeknight and one on a weekend. If you can only do weeknights, then do them both on the weeknights. If you can only do them on weekends, then put them both on the weekends. But if you can do both, or you have like, you know, maybe I'm doing Sunday and Wednesday, that's fine. Just do one during the week and one on the weekend. Okay, what we're doing is your launch party is going to be your first party that you do all by yourself, but you're going to host it yourself at your house. You could do it at a back room, at a restaurant, a bar, anywhere where you have privacy, and you can get women only 18 plus, right? No babies, no men. So you're going to set that party as the party where you invite everyone, you know, every woman over 18 that you know. And then for those that can't make it and they say, oh my gosh, I can't do it that day, blah, 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 they say, that's okay. I'm having an encore party and you can come to that. So that's what the encore party is for. All right. So go ahead and choose those dates now. You can set up a Facebook event for them. We will have examples of what you can post in your Facebook event in the Launchpad. So don't worry about that. So you can set up a Facebook event for your party, but also individually invite. I like to use PicCollage to make like a cute little picture, save the date, but you can just text people, hey, I'm having a romance party, save the date. I'm actually going to have you call this first time though, okay? When you're doing other parties, you might make a save the date, and you can do it for this one too, but we're going to have you call these people, and I'll tell you why here in a minute. So set those two dates. The third party I want you to schedule is, we all have that one friend, right? We all have one friend who no matter what has to say yes. She's not allowed to say no to us. And, you know, sometimes, you know, we are that friend, and this is the friend that you would be that friend to, okay? So call her up, let her know you started this business, that you need her to help you out, and host a party and date it as close to those first two parties as you can, okay? It's real important that you date as close to those two parties as you can, because you're starting out, and when you start out, you want to catch as many parties up in your net as you can, so that you can grow as much or as little as you want, versus you only doing what you can get. Does that make sense? So like if you're like, I don't want to do that many parties, still do this, because it'll give you the option to get bigger if you love it, and the option to stay the same if you don't. If you just kind of doubt it and go, I don't know, and you don't scoop up things in your net, then you don't have a choice. You're just going to do what you're doing, okay? So get all three of these parties booked. Now, here's what you're going to do. You are going to call your guest list. You're going to make your guest list. We have this little thing, and I'm going to post it below in the comments. We have this little thing called 40 guests in 4 minutes. You can also get a printable version of this in the COO. Just go to that handy little search bar on the right and search for 40 guests in 4 minutes. But I'm going to post a little picture version of it in the comments. So you're going to make your guest list using that 40 guests in 4 minutes. Please, by all means, come up with more than 40 people, but I bet you know at least 40, and you can add more, okay? So as you list all these women, I don't want you to prejudge. Oftentimes when I go to a party, the person who nearly didn't get an invite, the one that was so quiet the entire presentation and sat with their arms crossed like this the entire time, is my biggest order. Happens all the time. And the other ladies will come into the room like, oh my God, did she order? I bet she ordered like some bath stuff. She is such a prude. You're like, yeah, that lady just spent $600 with me. So make sure you invite everyone. It is not your place to judge whether they will be interested or not. It is their place to judge whether they are interested or not. So you invite them, let them decide whether or not they're coming. But if you don't invite them, you're going to feel awful when you see that they went to another consultant's party or signed up on another consultant's team and you thought that they would be scared to come to your party. Don't prejudge. I've seen it happen thousands of times. I've been in business nearly 20 years. I've seen it happen a lot. So make sure you invite everybody. Okay, so you're going to call them up. And when you call up each person, invite them. Don't lead off with, oh my God, I'm doing a new business. I mean, you can. It's fun. But invite them to the party. Say, hey, I'm having a pure romance party at my house on August 16th. I would love it if you could come. And then ask her, have you been to one before? She's maybe, yeah, girl, that's so much fun. I can't believe it'd be so much fun, whatever. Or she may be like, no, I have no idea what that is. Like, oh my God, you're going to have such a great time. We're going to have snacks and drinks. And we're going to talk about like Bath and Body products, pheromones, lingerie, and even some bedroom toys. It's really tasteful, so don't be scared, but it's going to be really exciting. That's all you got to say. And then ask her, who can you bring with you? Who can you bring to the party with you? If you ask everybody to bring a friend, you can increase your attendance a whole lot. Sometimes I'll ask people to bring a specific friend. Like my friend Kelly is friends with this lady, Barbara. And I don't know Barbara that well, but I know Kelly really well. So I say, Kelly, it'd be awesome if you could bring Barbara with you, or maybe Stephanie. And there you go. You start to increase your attendance at your party. So once she agrees to come, or even if she can't make it, doesn't matter, say to her, well, so I have something to tell you. I've decided to do this as a business. I'm really excited. So this is actually my party. I'm actually going to be the consultant for the party. But I would love it if you could help me get started. I need just 3 small parties and 3 big parties. Can you just be one of the smaller ones? So you're kind of getting her, you're kind of asking her to, hook you up, do a solid, and do a party. And you'll be surprised some people say yes, but do not be upset or surprised if people say no. They're not saying saying, no, you're a terrible person, or no, that's awful. That's not what they're saying. They're just saying, not right now. Okay. It could be anything. And maybe they are in the middle of remodeling their house. Maybe they have a whole lot going on and just can't fit on their calendar. Maybe, their mother-in-law's live with them. There's so many things that can be why they say no. So don't get upset if they say no. If they say no, or even if they say yes, ask them, do you know anybody else that might love to have a party? Any friends that do a lot of home parties? Who invites you to these kind of things? Would you mind referring me to that person? Great. And then get her number and just say, do me a favor. And when we hang up, text her and let her know I'm going to contact her so she's not surprised. Easy peasy. Okay, so now you have some referrals for other people that might want to book parties. So even if your friend didn't book, she might have hooked you up or pointed you out to somebody who will have a party. So let's say she says yes, I want to do a party. Great, I'll do it. Now this is a skill you're going to use millions of times in your business. Okay, so I want you to learn it now, early, before it starts. Getting her to choose a date. I work with a lot of new consultants, and they get really excited when people say that they want to do a party and they don't get a date. The problem with that is that it's really hard to get a party booked if you don't get a date while she's there talking to you excited. It's not that she doesn't want to do a party. It's not that she's trying to ghost on you. It's just straight up picking a date can be nerve-wracking. It can give you a little anxiety. It gives it, like, if you ask me right now, when can I do XYZ? I'm gonna be like, let me look at my calendar, or let me talk to my husband, let me talk to my friends. So you're gonna hear that a lot. You're gonna hear somebody say, oh, I need to check my calendar, I need to talk to my husband, I need to check with my friends. Of course she does. You would too, and that's what I say. Of course you do. I would need to check with my husband and my friends too. Let's do this. Let's set a date that we're pretty sure will work. I'm going to pencil you in for that date. That way, when you ask your friends if they can come, you can ask about the specific date and not try to juggle everyone's schedule. I'm going to get back with you in a day or two to confirm or rearrange the date. And if the date works, great, we'll go with it. If it's not working, we'll rearrange it then. So we can either confirm or reschedule it when I call you. Makes them a lot more comfortable. And 90% of the time, guys, they're going to keep that date. Every now and then somebody will need to change it, and you can go through the same process again. But most of the time they'll keep that date that they set. So she's like, great, okay. She's like, okay. So you say, cool, what's better for you, weeknight or weekend? Great. Do you want a Saturday or a Sunday? Awesome. Morning or afternoon? And then you give them the first available date that you have that fits that. And then you go from there. If that one doesn't work, move on to the next one. You want to give them about 2 weeks to plan their party. A week probably is the shortest amount of time. And I've had so many really great parties that booked even like 3, 5, 7 days out that were really great parties, because most people know what they're doing next week. They're not so sure what they're doing next month. So you want to kind of keep them within just 2 or 3 weeks out. But a week out is fine as well. So set her date, tell her you're excited. start creating her Facebook event and her save the date, and then we're gonna coach her. But we're gonna coach her in another video because this one's really just getting your first stuff going. Okay, so let's see, what did we cover? We covered how to invite, setting up your encore, your bestie, and your launch party. And we also talked about asking others to book and how to nail down a date on this video. So that's it for this one. The next one is going to be how to coach your hostess, your coaching. How to coach your hostess. We're going to do hostess coaching so that you can have really successful parties that have plenty of people at them where you can grow your business. I'm so excited. All right, see you in the next video, dames.